Emmerdale's Vinny Dingle faces unexpected emotions in surprising Heartache storyline. Emmerdale is never short on unexpected turns, and in a dramatic twist that's bound to leave fans intrigued, beloved character Vinny Dingle is about to embark on an emotional and potentially life-changing journey. His growing friendship with newcomer Heartache takes center stage in a new plotline that will push Vinny to examine not only his actions, but his feelings, his identity, and where his heart truly lies. A light-hearted prank turns into something deeper. The storyline kicks off in a characteristically Dingle-style way, with mischief, banter, and a hint of rebellion. In Friday's episode, viewers watched as Vinny and Cammy teamed up to pull a stunt against a disrespectful delivery driver who crossed a line. Tensions began to simmer when the driver was rude and dismissive toward Vinny's girlfriend Gabby Thomas and his fiercely protective mother Mandy Dingle. Known for his loyalty to family, Vinny wasn't about to let the insult slide. Cammy, who's quickly becoming known in the village for his cheeky humor and sharp wit, encouraged Vinny to do something about it. The two quickly bonded over their shared sense of justice and decided to teach the driver a lesson he wouldn't forget. In a moment of impulsive rebellion, they stole the delivery van, setting in motion a string of chaotic and comedic events. A chase, laughter, and a moment of vulnerability. What began as a prank soon spiraled out of control. Sirens wailed in the distance as the pair found themselves being pursued by the police. The scene played out like a comedy caper, with Vinny and Cammy dodging through fields, hiding behind hedgerows, and laughing uncontrollably as they escaped into the countryside. After the chaos settled, the adrenaline rush gave way to shared laughter and relief. Sitting on the grass, catching their breath and recounting every silly moment of their chase, the two friends connected on a deeper level. Then came the moment that no one, not even Vinny himself, expected. As Cammy grinned at something Vinny said, Vinny's expression changed. There was a pause, a silence that hung in the air between them, heavy with something unspoken. Then, almost without thinking, Vinny leaned in for a kiss. The kiss that shakes everything. Cammy, caught completely off guard, instinctively pulled away. His reaction was one of surprise, not anger, but the awkwardness that followed was undeniable. Vinny, mortified by what he'd just done, laughed it off as a joke. "I was messing," he said quickly, avoiding eye contact. "You should have seen your face." Cammy chuckled nervously, seemingly going along with the joke. But the tension between them lingered, unspoken, fragile, and deeply confusing. Later that evening, when Cammy playfully brought the moment up again, Vinny's heart sank. The fear set in. What if Gabby found out? What if everyone found out? What if it wasn't a joke begins? For Vinny, the kiss triggered something far more complex than embarrassment. It stirred a confusing cocktail of guilt, fear, curiosity, and vulnerability. For a character who has spent so much of his life trying to do the right thing, remain loyal, and protect his family, this moment of spontaneity opened a door he wasn't sure he wanted to walk through. Was it just adrenaline? Was it a reaction to the thrill of the day? Or was it something deeper, something that had been quietly building without him realizing? In the days that followed, Vinny found himself haunted by the kiss. He replayed it over and over again in his head, unsure of how to interpret his own actions. Every time he looked at Gabby, he felt a pang of guilt. Every time he saw Cammy, he felt confusion. And Cammy? He seemed more amused than anything, but also curious. While he hadn't responded to the kiss, his continued friendship with Vinny suggested he wasn't put off either. Tension with Gabby and Mandy. Back home, Gabby noticed a change in Vinny. He was distracted, distant, his usual cheerfulness dulled by whatever was going on in his head. She confronted him several times, but Vinny brushed her off with excuses about work, family stress, or simply being tired. Mandy, too, picked up on her son's mood. Lisa Riley, who plays Mandy, masterfully portrayed a mother's instinctive concern. Mandy knew something was wrong, but Vinny was evasive, unwilling to open up. In a heartfelt scene between mother and son, Mandy sat beside Vinny on the sofa and quietly said, "You know you can talk to me about anything, love. Whatever it is, we'll deal with it, together." Vinny smiled, appreciating her words, but still couldn't find the courage to say the truth. Actor Insights. Lisa Riley and Bradley Johnson tease big things ahead. The storyline has already been teased by the actors themselves. In an exclusive red carpet interview at the British Soap Awards, Lisa Riley, Mandy, and Bradley Johnson, Vinny, dropped some tantalizing hints about what's to come. Lisa said, "Vinny's got some really good stuff coming up, real meaty, heartfelt stuff. He's got to make some big decisions." Bradley added, "It's very exciting for Vinny. He's questioning a lot of things in his life right now, but that's all I can say." The tone of their comments hinted at the emotional complexity of the upcoming episodes, and fans can expect the storyline to develop into a thoughtful and sensitive exploration of identity, friendship, loyalty, and love. What does this mean for Vinny and Gabby? For now, Vinny remains in a state of denial. He hasn't spoken to Gabby about the kiss, and he hasn't even fully admitted the truth to himself. But as the weight of his secret grows heavier, it's only a matter of time before the cracks in his relationship with Gabby begin to show. Gabby, known for her fiery nature, is unlikely to take kindly to deception. If she discovers that Vinny kissed Cammy, even if it was just a joke, the fallout could be explosive. But the bigger question isn't whether Vinny told the truth. It's whether the kiss was a sign of some storyline. Cammy Heartache has fast become a fan favorite, charming, clever, and slightly chaotic. He's brought a fresh energy to the village. His friendship with Vinny is genuine, and viewers have loved watching the duo's chemistry unfold on screen. But where Cammy stands emotionally remains unclear. Was the kiss truly a surprise to him? Or was he hiding his own uncertainty? Cammy's playful nature makes him difficult to read, but upcoming episodes are expected to delve deeper into his character as well, revealing more about his past, his feelings, and his future in Emmerdale. A coming-of-age journey. This storyline marks a significant turning point for Vinny Dingle. Known for his sweet, often shy personality, Vinny has long been a character who provides emotional grounding to the drama around him. But now, he's being thrust into a narrative that demands introspection and bravery. As he questions his feelings for Cammy, his relationship with Gabby, and his place within the Dingle family, Vinny is beginning a journey of self-discovery that many viewers, especially younger ones, will relate to. It's a coming-of-age arc in the truest sense, packed with emotion, uncertainty, and the courage to face the truth about who you are. What's next for Vinny? While Emmerdale bosses have remained tight-lipped about how the story will unfold, sources close to the show suggest that Vinny's emotional arc will stretch across the summer, offering audiences a raw and realistic look at sexuality, identity, and friendship. Will Vinny confess the truth to Gabby? Will Cammy admit to any feelings of his own? And what will happen when the rest of the Dingles, particularly Mandy, learn the full story? Only time will tell, but one thing's for certain: Emmerdale fans are in for a deeply emotional ride.